Welcome to the product training video for Allstate Health Solutions TrioMed, a plan for unexpected out-of-pocket costs associated with accidents, critical illness, and accidental death and dismemberment. In this video, we will introduce you to our TrioMed product. We will go over TrioMed's plan design, plan details, including eligibility requirements and state availability, and resources that Allstate Health Solutions makes available to you as an agent, as well as resources for your customers. Why should your customers consider purchasing TrioMed? Well, employer-sponsored health plans have higher deductibles and less benefits than ever before. As a result, studies have estimated that 41 million Americans are currently underinsured, leaving them especially vulnerable to the higher financial burdens of unexpected out-of-pocket costs. In fact, each year, 530,000 Americans declare personal bankruptcy due to medical bills. TrioMed is an ancillary product that helps your customers cover unexpected medical costs. It offers 3 different types of coverage in one plan, combining accident medical expense, critical illness, and accidental death and dismemberment benefits. Additionally, all TrioMed policies are guaranteed issue. It is important to note, however, that TrioMed is supplemental coverage and does not satisfy the government's requirements for minimum essential coverage. Now, let's discuss TrioMed's plan options. TrioMed has 5 different benefit levels from which you and your customers can choose. The $2,500, $5,000, and $10,000 benefit levels apply to all 3 types of coverage: accident medical expense, critical illness, and accidental death and dismemberment. Therefore, if your customer purchases a TrioMed policy at the $5,000 benefit level, they will receive at most $5,000 in the event of an accident, $5,000 in the event of a critical illness, and $5,000 in the event of an accidental death or dismemberment. There are also 2 higher critical illness benefit levels available: $15,000 and $30,000. TrioMed policies with these higher critical illness benefit amounts include $5,000 in both accident medical expense and accidental death and dismemberment benefits. Therefore, if your customer purchases a TrioMed policy at the $30,000 critical illness benefit level, they will receive at most $30,000 in the event of a critical illness, while they receive, at most, $5,000 in the event of an accident and $5,000 in the event of an accidental death and dismemberment. TrioMed's accident medical expense benefit pays covered expenses up to your customer's selected benefit amount per injury. The benefit amount per accident is based on the maximum allowable amount as outlined in the policy. There is no maximum on the number of injuries that can be claimed on a yearly basis. However, there is a $250 deductible per accident. Please note that customers must seek treatment within 30 days of experiencing a covered accident, and all sequential follow-up visits must occur within 26 weeks of the covered accident. The maximum allowable amount is the lesser of billed charges, the rate that has been negotiated with the healthcare practitioner, facility, or supplier as total payment for the services provided, or the determined reasonable and customary charge for services in a specific region and by a particular type of provider. Please note that accident medical expense does not cover charges greater than the maximum allowable amount. Let's look at an example of how TrioMed's accident medical expense coverage can work for one of your customers. While John is out walking his dog, he trips and falls, breaking his hand. John has major medical insurance, and he also has a TrioMed policy with $5,000 in AME coverage. John receives a hospital bill totaling $8,500. His major medical plan provides him with a network discount of $4,000. As a result, the maximum allowable amount for John's treatment is $4,500. John's accident medical expense deductible is $250. As a result, John's TrioMed policy pays him $4,250, or the maximum allowable amount minus his AME deductible. John can use this money any way he chooses: to cover his primary plan deductible or pay any household expenses that he may incur due to his accident. TrioMed's critical illness benefit has 3 categories of covered conditions. Your customers can receive 1 lump sum payment per category for a total of 3 lump sum payments from their TrioMed plan. The critical illness benefits are only payable upon a first-ever diagnosis of a covered critical illness. Best of all, there are no deductibles, waiting periods, or network restrictions. TrioMed's critical illness benefits cover 3 categories of covered conditions. Under Category 1, TrioMed pays 100% of your customer's selected benefit amount in the event of a first-ever heart attack, stroke, heart transplant, or another major organ transplant that includes the heart. Customers would receive 25% of their selected benefit amount in the event of their first-ever coronary bypass surgery or heart valve replacement or repair. For example, if your customer purchases a TrioMed with $10,000 in critical illness coverage and later they require their first-ever heart valve repair, your customer would receive a check for $2,500. However, your customer would receive no additional payments from this category in the event they experience a first-ever heart attack, stroke, etc. Additionally, since the payouts are for a first-ever diagnosis, if your customer has already had a heart attack prior to their enrollment into TrioMed, the plan would not pay for any heart-related claims. However, your customer could still receive a Category 1 payout if they experience a first-ever stroke. Under Category 2, TrioMed pays 100% of your customer's selected benefit amount for a first-ever diagnosis of invasive cancer. The plan pays 25% of the selected benefit amount for a first-ever diagnosis of cancer in situ, which is cancer that has not metastasized or spread to neighboring tissue. However, if your customer is diagnosed with either invasive cancer or cancer in situ within the first 90 days of enrolling in TrioMed, their benefit would be reduced to 10% of the maximum allowed benefit, so 10% for invasive cancer and 2.5% for cancer in situ. Under Category 3, TrioMed pays 100% of your customer's selected benefit amount for a first-ever diagnosis for any of the following conditions: end-stage renal failure, major organ transplant, excluding those covered in Category 1, advanced Alzheimer's disease, coma, motor neuron disease or ALS, paralysis, severe burns. For TrioMed's critical illness benefits, the amount payable to the maximum benefit amount depends on which policy member receives the illness diagnosis. Primary policyholders receive 100%, covered spouses receive 50%, and dependent children receive 25% of the maximum benefit amount. TrioMed's accidental death and dismemberment coverage provides your customers with a lump sum cash benefit in the event of dismemberment or death resulting from a covered accident. The benefit payout depends on the customer's selected benefit level, as well as the type of covered medical issue that the customer experiences. This lump sum benefit is not restricted to just medical expenses. Your customers can use it for a wide variety of out-of-pocket costs. TrioMed's accidental death and dismemberment benefits are divided into 3 levels of coverage: 100%, 50%, and 25%. For example, if your customer loses both hands as a result of a covered accident, they would receive 100% of their selected benefit amount. Therefore, if your customer purchased a TrioMed plan with $10,000 in accidental death and dismemberment coverage, then they would receive the full $10,000 benefit. If your customer loses one hand and one foot as a result of a covered accident, they would receive 50% or $5,000. If your customer loses hearing in one ear due to a covered accident, they would receive 25% or $2,500. Most customers don't plan for accidents that result in death or dismemberment, and experiencing one has a devastating effect on their life, as well as the lives of their family members. Having this additional coverage can make a traumatic situation less stressful and help your customer or their family members focus more on their life change while spending less time worrying about how they are going to pay their bills. The amount payable to the maximum accidental death and dismemberment benefit depends on which covered person experiences the incident. If the primary policyholder or a covered spouse experiences an accidental death or dismemberment, the plan pays 100% of the maximum benefit amount. If a covered dependent child experiences the incident, the plan pays 50% of the maximum benefit amount. By purchasing TrioMed through a Life Association membership, your customers get access to special programs and savings that can positively impact their day-to-day lives. The Life Association is a not-for-profit, members-only organization, which provides members with lifestyle-related benefits and discounts. Members will get access to Telemed for Life. This is an innovative solution for non-emergency illnesses and general care. It provides members with direct access to consult with state-licensed physicians via phone or video to treat common ailments and offer healthcare advice, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. There are no additional costs or limits on the number of consultations for members. When needed, physicians can call in prescriptions as long as they are non-narcotic. Members also get access to Life Mental Wellbeing, a program designed to provide a safe, secure, and private means of seeking mental health assistance from licensed counselors via virtual or phone counseling sessions from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. 7 days a week. During the 30-minute appointments, counselors can assist members with such conditions as depression, anxiety, grief, relationship problems, and more. Members can receive discounts on services from Direct Labs and Lifeline Screening. Life Association members can also take advantage of the Active and Fit Direct program, where they can choose from over 12,200 fitness centers for just $28 per month, plus an enrollment fee and any applicable taxes. They can also access more than 9,300 on-demand workout videos for use in their home or while they are on the go. Members receive a variety of other discounts and services, including personal concierge services, cellular care coverage, access to veterinarian telehealth services, and more. It is important to note that Life Association membership benefits may vary by state. Lifestyle and wellness benefits and discounts are not insurance. The agent and Allstate Health Solutions may receive financial compensation in connection with membership fees. Let's review TrioMed's plan details, including its eligibility requirements, state availability, limitations and exclusions, and enrollment and payment options. To be eligible for TrioMed, the primary applicant and spouse, if applicable, must be between 18 and 64 years of age at the time of application. Dependent children can stay on their parents' plan up to age 26. TrioMed is guaranteed renewable up to age 70. However, the critical illness benefits reduce by 50% at age 65. Additionally, please note that applicants can only have one Allstate Health Solutions accident policy at a time. TrioMed is available in the states shown on your screen. We're always adding states and new products to our portfolio, so remember to read your broker alerts for the most up-to-date information. TrioMed does have some limitations and exclusions. Please keep in mind that this is not a comprehensive list of limitations and exclusions. Refer to the product brochure for a more comprehensive list, but always refer to the policy contract for a complete listing. TrioMed policies do not cover any loss caused in whole or in part by any of the following: full-time service in the Armed Forces or Reserve or National Guard active duty for training extending beyond 31 days, intentionally self-inflicted injuries, suicide, or any other attempt while sane or insane, illegal acts, hazardous activities, including flying, commercial, military, ultralight plane, etc., hang gliding, parachuting, bungee jumping, using off-road vehicles, including ATVs, rodeo participation, or engaging in motorsports, participation in or practice for intercollegiate sports, semi-professional sports, or professional sports. If the treatment is eligible for coverage by Medicare, this Medicare exclusion only applies to AME benefits, and even if the insured is under age 65. If the treatment is eligible for coverage by disability or workers' compensation. Your customers can enroll in TrioMed on any date, and their plan's effective date can be as soon as the next day. For their initial payment, customers can choose any date between the time of their application and before their plan effective date. Recurring payments can occur between the 1st and the 28th of every month, and acceptable forms of payment are EFT, Visa, MasterCard, or Discover. Allstate Health Solutions has some great resources and tools to help our agents with their process, and we offer useful resources for our members too. Our website, www.allstatehealth.com, is a one-stop shop for you as an agent and a resource for your customer as well. On our Agents and Brokers page, you will be able to access agent tools, such as your Agent Back Office, Coverage Builder, which is your quoting engine, and our YouTube page with training videos on all our products. Explore our coverage options for individuals so you can help your customers choose the right coverage to meet their needs. Find information about working with Allstate Health Solutions and starting to build your portfolio. And view and download marketing materials, such as the most up-to-date plan brochures and flyers, along with our state availability grid. On our existing customers page, we offer places for your customers to find a provider, view general policy documents, submit claim forms, and access their member portal. When enrolling in TrioMed or any other plan from Allstate Health Solutions, your customer must review the application and billing authorization and provide an e-signature attesting to their underwriting. Customers who complete their application on their own do this during the application process. Customers whose agents assist through the application and submission process must do this via the member portal. As soon as the agent clicks Submit on the application, the customer will receive an email or text message containing a link to their member portal at www.myallstatehealthsolutions.com. Here, they will review their application, billing authorization, and e-sign. When the customer logs into the member portal, they will be prompted to read the authorizations and provide their e-signature as verification. The process will take customers just a few short minutes. Members can also view all their policy documents and plan information, check current and past payments, as well as their current payment method, and download temporary ID cards through their member portal. Allstate Health Solutions TrioMed is a strong product to add to your portfolio. Just to quickly recap, TrioMed combines accident medical expense, critical illness, and accidental death and dismemberment coverage into one plan. There is a $250 accident medical expense deductible, and there are 3 possible critical illness payouts. All plans are guaranteed issue. TrioMed includes Life Association membership benefits. Finally, TrioMed is available in many states. So, why Allstate Health Solutions? Allstate Health Solutions has roots dating back to 1939. We have been given an A+ rating from AM Best, indicating that we are financially sound. We are also specialists in short-term medical and supplemental insurance plans. If you have any questions regarding TrioMed or any other Allstate Health Solutions product, or if you have questions about becoming contracted with Allstate Health Solutions, please contact the email address on your screen. Thank you for your time, and have a wonderful day.